Today I'm going to show you how to draw the skirt, the first piece in our education here. You have, all of you have one of my theories, and I'm going to do this in English today. You have the measurements, you have the information that you need here, and I'm translating it now. We have gone through all the shortenings here, so you should know what it is. At the top it says it's half diff is the same as the difference between ÖV and BV. It should be OV minus BV, and then you divide that in 2. That's your half diff. A quarter of an MV, which is the waist, is measured from the middle of the half diff. And a quarter of an HV2, which is the bottom, this piece of the woman, is also measured from the middle of the half diff. And it also says that the dart at the back piece of the skirt is never longer than 20 centimeters down from the waistline. That also goes for the front piece. I have folded my paper in 2. So I have the straight edge. This is the edge where I tear it off from the roll of paper. So I folded it. The underneath is a little bit shorter than the top one. So I just realized I have to refold it because I have the shiny side. It's not very pleasant to work on. So I refold it. Okay. Folded, and I take the folded edge away from me, and so I have the straight edge to myself here. And the straight edge is also the same as the line for center front, MF mitt fram, CF center front. On your theory, you have those lines here. You have the center front line, and then you have to measure half a diff to get the center back. So from the front I measure 4. Half diff is 4. In this case it's not always 4, but in this case it is. And then I make 3 dots, and then I draw a line. From the center front here, this is the top of the skirt, this is the bottom of the skirt. And this new line here is now the center back, mitt bak, center back. Yeah. At the top of the skirt, I draw a line which will be the waistline, and I draw it from the center front out. So you always have to draw from the center front. Okay, that was the wrong direction. Now I'm going to measure HV2. Oh, this is complicated when you look in the... I look on my screen and everything's the other way. You have on your theory here, you have the HV1, but in this case it's only a control measurement, so you can just ignore it. But I'm going to measure in my HV2, the bum, the size of your bum, or the height of where the bum is according to waistline and how far down it is. In this case it's 20. So from the center front, from the waistline, I make a mark here, and I can make a mark out here as well. So, and then I make a straight line. It's a straight angle. So from all the way from the center front to the side. Waistline, midjevidd, HV2, it's the bum. I also want to know how long the skirt is going to be in totally, so I look in my measurement here and I find KL, and that is 60, so the length of the skirt is 60. This measurement goes from the waistline. I will have to lengthen my line here with a couple of millimeters. So. And again, straight angle from the center front towards the side here. KL, length, total length of this skirt. Now I want to add my measurements of the width, how big the skirt is supposed to be. I can start at HV2. It says a quarter of an HV2 is measured from the middle of the half diff. So I have my diff here, this one, half diff. And now I want to have the center of it. So that is, since the half diff is 4, the center is 2. And I know that the calculation 96 divided in 4 is 24. So from this mark, I measure 24. I take the same measurement at the bottom. I find the center of my diff and I measure 24. And then I make a straight line here. I start at the bottom here, at the end of the skirt. I go up to the HV2 and I just cross it with a few millimeters. Now I want to know how big the waistline is. And it says on the theory here, you want a quarter of the waistline plus 4. And this is also measured from the center of the half diff. So 2. A quarter of the waistline is 17.5. And we add 4 because we are going to have a dart that is 4. 1 dart on the front and 1 dart on the back. Each dart is 4 centimeters. When I fold my skirt and sew down the darts, I take away those 4 centimeters, which means that the waistline will be back to its normal. So 21.5 from the center of my half diff, and I make a mark. There is someone calling me, but I have to ignore it. I take my ruler and I draw a line from the top to the HV2. And here you must be really, really careful. Don't make the side of the skirt go like this, because then you just add air. We don't need that. We have the measurement. We have the widest measurement already. So from the top, the waistline, down into this side line here, which I drew just a little bit above the HV2. You can see that, maybe? Yeah. And so like that. You can see it's not a really, really round. It's just slightly shaped, slightly curved. And you come in down here because you don't want it to be you don't want to have a funny shape here. So here's the skirt. Now you have to add your darts. The dart for the front piece of the skirt is measured from the front, from the center front, the edge of the paper. And you will have to use the measurement that's called BA. And in this case, it's 20. And here it says, from the line that's center front, it says half BA. So from the center front, I measure 10. I make a dot. And I do the same on HV2 because this is how far my insnit is going to go. You can make a dotted line if you need to know, if you want to know, where it is. The insect is going to be 4 all in all, but you divide it and you put 2 on this side and 2 on that side. So we have 2, 4. And then I just connect the waist with the HV2. I don't suppose I should say arse, but this line is around the arse, the bottom of me. So from the center front half BA. We get another colored pen for the back dart, if I have one. I think so. I'm not sure you can see that. Anyway, this is a green one. From the center back, this is the line here. This is the center back. I make round circles. This is the center back. You measure half BA minus 1, which is then 9. And I make a dot here, and I make a dot at the bottom, and I do my dotted line between them. I'm doing it in a different color, just that you should see it easier, but I'm not sure you can. At the top, this one is also 4 centimeters wide, so I put my measuring tape here with the 2 in the center, 2 here and 2 there, and I connect again. So there you have the dart for front and dart for back. So I have the green circles here. This is the back piece. I will keep on so you can see all of the back. Back and front have the same side line, the same length of the skirt. Back has its own center back line, and they also share the same waistline. And the front piece goes obviously here. And here. Same side. They have the same HV. You should always use this as a, always keep it. Same waistline, and the waistline for the front goes all the way to the edge of the paper. Okay, this way it's supposed to be. Yeah. Now when you've done this, you will have to copy the back, and then you will do the changes, and I will show you that in another video. So this is it for now in English.